So hi, Welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Happy fucking Monday, man.
It is.
It fucking is. I was in bed until like noon today. I got such a late start to my day. I
That's
was
just
like,
awesome, Jesus.
oh shit. I have work to do today. Like a good
I
chunk.
gotta get out of bed today.
Gotta get the fuck out of bed.
Yeah.
But listen, man, it's all well and good because I saw the Jonas Brothers on Saturday in the Bronx, and
Tell me about it.
what a fucking day that was. But to start it off, I saw Disturbed the night before.
Ooh, damn, I couldn't do that. That wasn't as strong.
With
that kind of fucking sucked.
With Breaking Benjamin and Ginger, and
love Ginger.
It was something, man. There are a lot of interesting people there. I could
tell you the demographic.
I wasn't expecting that kind of demographic when I arrived, and the first thing I was greeted with was a Trump 2024 flag, and then walked past a guy on my way into the venue wearing a Lions Not Sheep American flag t-shirt.
That's crazy. I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah, there was some Republican merch that I had not previously seen. That I saw at this show.
I thought you were talking like they were selling Republican merch as well, but I had to be like, oh no, he's talking about
just what the people were wearing. The merch itself was terrible.
Terrible. Did it have like any American flags or anything?
No, it was just bad. Like, you know how the new album cover looked? Like, it didn't look great. They kept that same kind of design going for the merch, and it just was pretty terrible.
They clearly didn't watch our episode.
No.
They would have rethought that design if they saw what we had to say.
And honestly, the parking lot t-shirt probably looked better than what... Honestly, like, the people were wearing the official merch, I thought it was like the parking lot shirt.
Damn! Usually the parking lot shit, that usually does look better, honestly. Yeah. They need to sell that shit. So, like, it makes sense. You're putting, like, the best fucking design forward.
Yeah, it was
hired them, man.
Pretty terrible. It was pretty bad. The entire experience before the show even started, I was like, wow. And then the dude in front of me was wearing, like, the big fucking, like, not earplugs, but, like, the big earmuffs that, like, block out the fucking noise. Those things. And then had a mask on, too. And I was like, a mask at this show?
That's like a statement, dude.
You're looking to get, like, bullied.
Your ass? Yeah, that's like crazy. Good for him, though.
I was like, wow, what a statement this fucking guy is wearing. And he was also taller than me, so I hated him. Him and I were beefing the whole night because he was taller than me, and
it was a silent beef.
Yeah, he didn't know I was beefing with him, but we were beefing the whole night.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was awful, cruel beef.
Yes.
But it was just okay.
It was silent beef. I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Silent beef. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and his big fucking they would like obviously go past his ears, like I couldn't even peer around him. I was like, this is
so it was like a full thing
like,
of you just couldn't see.
I was like, this is something else. But the show itself, I'm not the biggest fan of Ginger, I'm gonna be honest with you. They put on a good live show, but it's a little bit like too technical, a little too progressive metal for me. Her vocals are insane, but
they are.
I was just like, there's a lot of technical shit going on with the instruments, and I just don't care.
Yeah, you just weren't into it. Yeah,
like I'm at a hard rock show. Like this was sponsored by the local radio station. This is the definition of a radio rock show. Like I'm here to hear some radio rock tunes. It's not tempo changes.
This new age kiddo shit.
Yeah, none of this fucking shit.
I'm here for real rock. As I'm the person who attendee of that show would say.
No, actually, the person, the DJ that was there was wearing a dress, like, because the person came out before Disturbed, and let me tell you, there were a couple people in my section that were like, "Take the dress off."
Grumble, mumble. Yeah. Oh shit, they were actually like saying,
yeah,
they weren't just like being pussies and like,
no, they were
just being jackasses.
Yeah, no, because they all had a little bit of alcohol in them. Yeah, it was that kind of show. I'm good. I'm being honest with you, bro. I did not expect this kind of crowd at a Disturbed show. on the East Coast at least.
I 100% did. When I saw fucking Disturbed and Breaking Benjamin, I was like, oh.
I was like, I didn't even know we had enough people like that in our state to fill the amphitheater. But God, was I wrong? I was so wrong.
Oh my God, man, dude! Dude,
I'm so out of touch.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
But Breaking Benjamin, I was really fucking with their studio stuff, but they were pretty bad live. Like,
wait, no, you were excited for them.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this shit's pretty good, but
you're like the singer sounds like this singer with the backing tracks of this band, and it sounds fucking awesome. And I'm like, yeah, you said like Chris Motionless, right?
Yeah, his cleans kind of sounded like Chris Motionless, and the screams kind of sounded like Aaron Lewis from Stained without the terrible politics that man has. And yeah, no, it was something live. It was a lot of just, standing there. There's 5 dudes in the band, 4 of them stand in a row in front of the stage, and then obviously the drummer is back, and they just stood in front of their fucking microphones and played the fucking songs.
They didn't do anything.
And they didn't do shit. And I know they were direct support, but they're also a headliner in that same kind of amphitheater. Like, they're a pretty big band. Like, they could go and do that by themselves, kind of thing. With and I was expecting more on the production front, and I just kind of left a little lackluster with the whole thing.
Are they old?
They're on the older side, yeah.
But
they've
like
been a band for 20 years.
Exactly. So you should still have those fucking cogs, fucking oils. I don't know how else to say it. You should still be able to fucking jump around and shit if you've been doing it for that long.
Yeah, it was just like, we're here to get a paycheck is kind of the vibe I was getting. I was like,
get in, get out.
Yeah, and I also wasn't as impressed with the vocals. I mean, granted, the comparison I made was a song that was probably 15 years old, so times change shit.
That'll do it.
But yeah, wasn't too impressed by that. And then Disturbed, another band that I expected a lot more from on the production side. They just kind of had Flames set up, which was pretty badass, I'm gonna be honest.
But they're the band. Like, they're supposed to be fucking like massive. It's supposed to be like a fucking journey to see.
Yeah, I was expecting more on the production front, honestly, from this entire tour. But they had fire, so that's okay. No like video screen or anything like that, which
they had fucking pyro.
Yeah, I just, because even Breaking Ben had video screen, so I just
are you like that close to them? Were you able to say like Breaking Ben?
No, that you abbreviate it. Come on.
You know me and Breaking Ben, we go way back. It's like whoa.
I expected them to have like a big fucking video screen. I don't know. I had a lot of expectations going into this. I've been wanting to see Disturbed for a while. So anyways,
we quote them like a lot.
So, but they put on a good show. David had a very vulnerable moment after playing one of the songs. He talked about his mental health and everything, and there were tears shed, and it felt genuine because he finished the song and he was just crying, and it's like, well, you can't stage that.
It didn't feel like one of those rehearsed. This song was about. It felt like like an actual let me explain why I'm feeling this way.
Yeah, it was a moment.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, they put on a good show. Was stoked I finally got to see them. They played Down with the Sickness, of course.
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
I do love the new album. I like the singles. I did not like the album in full. So I was hoping for more of the first record. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm a huge fan of the first album. They played a handful of songs. Yeah, they played a handful of their old songs, but I did have a lot to learn because I only know the most recent record and the first album. So there's a lot of albums in between that I was learning for the week and a half that I was getting ready for the show. So yeah, but that was a good time. I'm glad I finally got to see them on Saturday. I saw the fucking Jonas Brothers, man.
Joe Bros. I saw him first though. Sorry, fucking continue.
My mom actually the next morning she sent me a Facebook reminder, the memory thing. 13 years previous, like I saw the Jonas Brothers like probably 2 or 3 days from now, 13 years ago for the first time. Well, that's a long fucking time ago.
Oh my god, you're a baby.
That was a long fucking time ago. My aunt won the tickets on the radio, and she was like, we're going. And I was like, no way, we're going. I didn't stay for the whole thing, and I forgot the cotton for my ears, so I was like, yeah. But it was pretty fucking badass. So anyways, they played 5 albums in one night. Certainly a marketing gimmick somewhat, because there were a lot of melodies, a lot of songs played in bits and pieces, and it was really only the singles. The whole new record, don't worry, they played that whole thing in full.
Because everyone was asking for that.
Yes. They played a lot of Happiness Begins in full.
Your least favorite?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
They did play a good chunk of the self-titled, like the more than just the singles in full. They snubbed my favorite album a little bit longer. They did a lot of those songs in melody except Burning Up, but they brought out Big Rob. Shout out Big Rob. And then Lions, Vines, and Trying Times, I think is the name of that album.
Is that a fucking album?
Yeah.
They were doing way too much. Shit.
I'm not a huge fan of that record because it's
Lions,
a lot of
Vines, and Trying Times.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. Yeah, Lions, Vines, and Trying Times. I'm not a huge fan of that album because it was the one right before they broke up, and it was a mix of rock, and then the back half was country. And they were going through it, man. Like they were just shitting it out. They had Miley Cyrus on there when she was doing her country shit, because like 2009 was peak Miley Cyrus country. Miley. Yeah. So it wasn't my favorite. 8-year-old me was not a big fan of that album.
No, you're like, that shit sucks.
Yeah, and still not a huge fan of it to this day, but they
country.
Yeah, they did. They put the good songs in with the fucking melody. What do we put in World War III in the melody for? What'd that song do to you? That song fucking rocks. That's a song? Yeah. Oh, damn. It's so good, bro. It's so good.
You're just naming things. I'm like, that can't be fucking real. Never would have guessed that Jonas Brothers has a song called World War III and then an album called Lions, Vines, and Trying Times. What the fuck? You're making this shit up. I can't bring myself to believe that, man. I can't fucking believe that.
So anyways, the band that opened was Lawrence. Gonna be honest, wasn't a huge fan. I just... weird ass opener for the band that was going to play after them.
Was it like, what genre was it?
I don't even know, dude. There was like a whole fucking horn section, but it wasn't like quite ska. I don't fucking, dude. It was crazy.
So it was like upbeat. It was like rock.
Yeah, it was like upbeat, and they're like dancing around and shit. And I was like, this isn't for me.
Usually for those big like arena openers, it's always hit or miss. Like you either love them or you hate them because it's just a lot.
Yeah, and
always.
It just blows my mind that like, you know, these big ass fucking, because I was thinking about it like probably the day before the show or something. I was just like, why the fuck do all of these fucking arena tours have the strangest fucking openers? Like, more power to them, given the small guys the opportunities, and sometimes those artists go out and they do big fucking things. But I feel like most of the time, the bands I fucking see open for these big ass arena acts, I never hear of again.
Yeah, like Blood Orange for Harry Styles. I know that was a strange one. I listened to a little bit of their stuff. It was good, but I never would have put them on a Harry Styles tour.
No.
And then fucking this one.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's as I said, it's always like fucking hit or miss because it's usually just strange. But yeah, good job for smaller artists, not arena-sized artists being able to play those.
Yeah.
Like, dude, speaking of fucking arenas, you see fucking Honey Revenge and the Home Team are opening for the Used in the UK in fucking arenas.
Yep.
What the hell? Came out of left field. That was crazy. I just had to bring that in.
Yeah,
I love Honey Revenge.
That is something else. That fucking tour. I wish I was coming right here in my backyard, but alas, it's not. But yeah, that was something else. I just feel like, you know, as much as the arena bands, they don't need it. Let's do 2 support acts.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, interesting band, and then one that makes sense with your fans that people will be like, holy shit, I can't believe I get to see those 2 bands together.
Mm-hmm. Like what My Chem did.
Yeah,
they did that. Because I didn't know fuck, I forget the name, but they opened for, it was Turnstile. It was Baby Band, Turnstile, and then My Chem. And I was like, oh my god, Turnstile. And then I got to listen to the opener, and it made sense. It
wasn't
was
it
like an alternative band.
Soul Glow?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That makes sense. But you know what?
Yeah. My Chem did it right. Everyone else fucking whatever the Jonas Brothers are doing over there. But the guy John Bellion, however the fuck.
Oh, John Bellion. Yeah.
He obviously worked on the Jonas Brothers' new record. He's on the last song. He the 2 people in Lawrence, their brother and sister, Clyde and Gracie, I think was her name, wrote on the Jonas Brothers album, the new one. They're on John's record label. So they basically explained on stage how they got the tour. It all makes sense. So you know, at least it made sense, even if it didn't make sense. About it. If it doesn't make sense musically, at least it made sense, like them explaining business-wise. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that explains it all.
Yeah, at least they're not like we got here from working hard. I mean, they did, but it's not like you fucking like, you know, worked for that. I guess, you know, it was just, you know, manager be like, hey,
yeah,
you know, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, they put on one hell of a show, Jonas Brothers. It was awesome to hear a lot of songs live that I thought I would never get a chance to hear live at all, even if it was a lot of snippets. Because unfortunately, when I was a Jonas Brothers fan and they were playing all those songs live, I was single digits years old.
Oh, now you're over 2 hands.
Yeah. Now I have to go like this.
That's so fucking sad. No, dude, what am I supposed to do? I can't fucking do that. It's like the worst day of my life.
But yeah, they you know, got to hear my favorite Jonas Brothers song, my other favorites, all that fun shit. So it was a good night, fun time. It was 3 hours long. There was an intermission. It rained during the intermission. It didn't rain for the rest of the show though. I had ponchos. I was okay.
Good.
Yeah.
How long was the intermission?
It was like 15 minutes long. It might have been slightly longer because of the rain, but I think it's supposed to be 15 minutes.
3 hours long?
Dude, 3 hours long.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at that if it was like a Tyler concert, but like...
They played to 11:30.
11:30? You know Taylor Swift goes to like 3? Doesn't she?
It wasn't that the 3 sounds too late, but maybe it was the one time that it got delayed super long. Yeah. I would have been like, I gotta go home. Yeah.
Because, like, dude, once it hits 12, I'm like, dude, this is a fucking 4-hour concert. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Abby and I at 11:30 hit, and I was like, you want to go now?
Like, was like, no.
Yeah, let's get started on the road now. This is getting a little ridiculous. We can hear them outside.
We leave now.
Yeah,
we'll skip the traffic.
No, we didn't skip any traffic. It took me 30 minutes just to get out of the Bronx and get on the George Washington Bridge, and then it was still an hour after that just to get her home, and then another hour to get myself home. So I didn't get home until 2.
Worth it?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty tired the next morning. But
yeah, dude, holy shit, that's crazy.
11 out of 10 would do it again. I actually am doing it again. I'm seeing them in December in New Jersey.
Yay! You see, fucking 1975 added a Newark date. How far is that from you?
That's where I'm actually seeing the Jonas Brothers, and I don't care what the 1975 are doing. They could be playing literally in my backyard, and I would not be attending.
I need you to go for me. I'm not even fucking joking. They aren't going to Virginia. They aren't going to Raleigh. They aren't going to DC. I'm fucking struggling, man. I need to see that album live. It's been fucking was that this year? That was last year? Fuck! It can't be my album of the year. Never mind. It should have been. It should have been up there, man. It was like number 4, so I think we're good. But damn, yeah, you gotta go.
No, I'm not. I will not be attending. I'm good.
Okay. I'll DM Maddie. I'll be like, hey, Virginia, trust me, trust me. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to pass. But yeah,
yeah, no.
Jonas Brothers again in December. I was thinking about Philly for a second, but all the only cheap seats left are $80, and they are way up in the rafters. So I'm gonna have to pass on that opportunity because the next cheapest seats are $100 and behind the stage. And I will have to pass on... That sounds like
a great deal.
Yeah, I'll have to pass on that one because I've already watched them behind the stage once.
Don't need to do it again.
Yeah, I don't need to do it again. So, but this Saturday I see 5 Seconds Summer boy band August continues with 5 Seconds Summer next Saturday. And then I go into hibernation and see Bruce Springsteen on September 1st.
Damn.
It's going to be a rager.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking crazy. I see 5 Seconds to Summer this Friday.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Dude, that's back to back fucking 5 Seconds Summer shows.
We're gonna be talking about the exact same show because they have that shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
be like, oh, did he do the guitar trick then? Be like, yeah, that's right.
I won't be able to see my ass on the lawn.
I don't know where I am. I don't know. They were surprise gift tickets, so I don't know. And I feel like maybe it's rude to be like, so where are? So I'm just gonna show up and go where. Is that silly? Did you get us like close tickets or like what's happening here? I don't know what to ask. So I think I'm just gonna let it be a surprise.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I might just be on the lawn.
Surprise! You're on the lawn.
It's a surprise. And I'll be like, yeah.
Woo. But yeah. So that is that. We do have music to talk about. Not a lot of music, but I saw the red herring Alan was tweeting about how big of a release week it is going to be next week, and I shed a little tear because I was like, god damn, that is a lot of records coming out next week, and then there are a lot of records coming out the following week.
So don't get used to these 2.5 hour playlists.
Nope, it's going to be busy. Atreyu's got an EP dropping next week or this Friday.
The biggest Atreyu fan right here. I love Atreyu.
But Sundress dropped their new self-titled album. We got to chat with Trevor about the album. It is out now.
Yep.
You can go listen to that on all the pod streaming platforms.
It's a good little chat.
Yes. This album invokes emotions in me that most music does not. This shit hits, makes me feel all the feels.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful, man. That's good to hear. I'm sure they'd be happy to hear that. Dude, this album's fucking amazing, and it's such a leap from their last record. We spoke to them about that last record, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. It's fucking round 2. Welcome back, guys. I don't know. I fucking loved it. I wasn't. A lot of emotion didn't get invoked. I was like, damn, this is a really fucking good record. So I'm sorry, I don't have you fucking one-upped me with that, man. Shit, I liked the record a lot. Yeah, I really did.
Yeah, I've listened to it 3 times now, and every time I just left like, god damn, they know how to write a fucking song, man, and they know how to write a song that makes you feel shit. Because we listen to a lot of music on here, and you know the press releases tell you what the feelings are, and they tell you what to feel, and I'm not one that typically gets like extreme emotions from music unless I'm like, I'm sad, I'm gonna turn on Korn, or Currents. I'm like, I'm depressed as shit, I'm gonna turn on Currents. Like, other than that, I don't really get emotions from music. So this album hitting me so hard, I was just like, god damn.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Rare.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Caskets dropped a new album, Reflections.
We spoke with Caskets. The interview's out now, and you can watch it and listen to it everywhere.
I did really like that one.
Yeah. The album bangs. Solid metalcore record. There were a good chunk of singles leading up to this, and I mentioned in the interview, stoked that it's finally out now. Been following the band a lot, like personally watching just patiently waiting for the record, and it's here, it's out, it's beautiful. They've got Telly Smith from The Word Alive on the second track.
Yep.
Great feature, great addition right there. And bro, shit rips.
Shit rips. This album, so fucking good. Only complaint is I wish it was longer. But the vocals, plus, it's fucking metalcore. So I mean, just metalcore in general has become like my favorite genre, because you guys always fucking ace the correct vocals with the perfect tracks. It's just so satisfying, and it's the perfect balance, because I can understand clearly what you're saying, but then you scream a little bit and it's like, hell yeah, and then it's like the fucking instruments are going crazy. I love it. This album's amazing. I wish there were like a couple bonus tracks though, so maybe soon. It did just release, so B-sides won't be out immediately, I'm assuming. So, but I'll wait. I know they're there. I know you guys fucking have them, so hand over.
And they're out with Bless the Fall right now, touring the US. So fucking go see them live. Go see the songs live. I'm sure they're a great time. We didn't go, but I'm sure they're a great time.
Yeah, I'm sure they're awesome.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Hail the Sun dropped a new album, Divine Inner Tension. I have been having nothing but nice things to say about all the singles. This is not an album or a band that I would typically like gravitate towards, or even a sound, because it's a little like twinkly and like very riffy and shit. And I mean, I literally just finished saying with Ginger, granted different subgenre of what the technical progressive shit isn't really for me, but this fucking album, bro, dude,
fucking dude, Donovan's fucking vocals like alone, what the hell, shut the fuck up, man. This album is so fucking good. I love it. It has that vibe, that nostalgic vibe attached to it already. When I listened to it, I was like, dude, this feels like something from like my fucking past that would get me into alternative music. It filled me with so much joy just listening to. I mean, it wasn't like there were like a lot of like fun parts in the album, but like it was just joy of, this feels like I'm fucking like 12 again, getting into like alt music. And it's just, I don't get that a lot with a lot of music that we listen to. It's like one every like 20-ish records, I'd say, give me that kind of nostalgic feeling. But this one, fucking nail on the head.
Absolutely.
Wonderful job.
Yeah, this this record just kind of left me speechless, because like I had high hopes going into it, and like we spoke about their last record that came out in 2020, and we were both, or 2021, we were both kind of left like, this is fine, but you really didn't understand it.
It didn't stick with us.
No, it just didn't stick. Yeah, the album was 2021. I had to go back and look. And we were just kind of like, this is fine, whatever. But going into this, obviously Donovan's solo record, he's a big part of Hail the Sun. I mean, for fuck's sake, he's the vocalist. Getting to chat with him about the solo record and that really leaving an impact on us because of how beautiful of an album it is, and following this album cycle, it's just like it all fucking connected for me. And I'm just like, yeah, bro, nah, I'm a fucking Hail the Sun fan now. This record is incredible.
Yep. When people ask me, you like Hail the Sun? I'm like, dude, I fucking love Hail the Sun.
Dude, let me tell you.
Dude. Yeah, like, fucking amazing. I love it. I love it so much. To Kill Achilles dropped a new album, Recovery. Holy shit. Now, talk about a fucking album that invokes emotion. Every single fucking track on this album made me like form like a fucking stone in my throat. Like, I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, like this shit is heavy. Yeah. And also, what he fucking said about the last track, the title track, pissed me off. I know he said it was just thrown together, and he was like, yeah, that's whatever. That shit is beautiful. I don't know how you could just shit that out and be like, that's okay. Fine. When it's like, that's fucking beautiful. I don't know, man. Wonderful job. So lovely fucking record.
We spoke to Mark from the band about the record, and listening to it the first time, I could tell that there was, the album's called Recovery, the cover art, you can kind of put it together. But then we spoke to him, he talked about where he was at, what the record's about, and how it's all they're kind of each record is kind of talking about each kind of stage of his
The
life
stages.
almost. Yeah. And it totally changed the perspective of the record for me, and I'm like,
absolutely.
holy fucking shit, this is one personal fucking record right here.
Yeah, nothing was like censored or reserved. It was just completely 100% him. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And the album is fucking incredible. It's heavy musically, it's heavy lyrically. Highly recommend. And although the closing track was thrown together, it's a beautiful 6-minute piece, let me tell you.
Fucking beautiful. Yeah, it was amazing. I need more eyes on this band and record. Like, this one needs to be fucking massive. It's too good to just, you know, be like a deep cut or something. Like, this shit, I need this shit everywhere, because it deserves so much credit.
And my favorite part of the record is that although it is so deeply personal, and you know the lyrics are very heavy, and if you listen to it, the lyrics, you will totally understand what he's saying and what he's talking about. You can also use it as like a mindless listen, and the shit can totally go over your head. Which is almost kind of what happened to me the first time, where it just was like, I know something's going on, but I'm not really picking up on it. I kind of have to be told.
I mean, taking account of the name and the cover art, I'm sure something's happening.
Yeah,
here,
something's going on. I caught a couple of lyrics here and there, but you can totally just you know, definitely everyone listening that feels like they want to check this record out should absolutely, you know, give it a deep listen. But at the same time, like, if you just want to fucking work out to it or some shit, like, you totally can do that as well.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite kind of like deeply emotional kind of music, where it's like you can also have like a brainless listen with it, you know?
Yeah. I had another fucking point. Oh shit. Yes. So as you said, where it's just like being able to interview the person, and we've mentioned this I think one other time on the podcast, where it's just kind of being able to talk one-to-one to, usually most of the time, the writer of the album or the main writer of the album. It just completely changes the record. Like, on the first listen of a record, I'd be like, no, that was a good record, but you know, I didn't really take anything away from it. After talking to like a vocalist or something, especially this album in particular, it's fucking eye-opening. Listening to it the second time, because usually we get, you know, the pre-saves or the fucking advances. Listening to it for a second time when it comes out officially, it's just a whole new record, because you heard the stories. So that's why it's like, it's really important to like listen to interviews and shit. Not like plugging, but just like it.
You don't have to listen to ours. There's plenty of interviews out there with bands.
Exactly. I'm sure there's like one or two other people who interview bands. But it's just like, just do it, because it's 99.999% of the time it is more than just music for the writer. So yeah. Absolutely.
Good stuff. Broadside and Josh from Magnolia Park put out a new single, Bang. I was a little like what the fuck moment when they started teasing this song, because you know, the clip that they picked, it was like, this isn't what the last couple of singles have.
It's like, this isn't Broadside or Magnolia Park. So like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was like, the Broadside sound has been pop punk, and this is not like in your face, man. Like,
yeah. Well, from the, because they put out a record, right? Broadside, or am I tripping?
Back in 2020, yeah.
Shit, that was the last record that they put out.
Yeah, we've been doing singles since then.
Holy shit. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, I mean, it feels like they're 100% just changing the sound.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember their last record, Into the Raging Sea, I think was the record. I don't remember it being like this bright.
Yeah,
I guess it's definitely lightened up a little bit.
Yeah, this one, but that like clip of the song, I was just like, I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna feel about this. Listen to this fucking thing though, bro. This is catchy as shit. The fucking chorus, I did not think was gonna be as hard as it is now. That shit it's so catchy. You know, I learned after this single not to question this band, because they're gonna blow me away no matter what. So
yeah, I'm so fucking excited to see like what they have stored. But it's like, when you put two fucking awesome frontmen, fucking creators, fucking like vocalists in a room, like this, you're gonna get good shit, like no matter what. But I was the same way, but it's like I didn't really care for it when I heard the sneak peek. I was like, okay, that's cool, and then I just kind of kept going. Nothing like drew me to it or stopped it. It was just always in the back of my mind. And when it popped up on the playlist, I was like, okay, cool, it's finally out. Let me listen to it. I wish I was more hyped for it, because it would have been a lot more satisfying rather than, oh, okay, here it is, rather than, yes, it's midnight, let me go fucking cue this shit up. Yeah. But great song. I love it. Magnolia Park never disappoints, and Broadside. You know you're one of my favorites. Come on, man. You guys are fucking phenomenal. Love you guys. Yeah. Neck Deep dropped a new single, Take Me With You. This song's fucking amazing. I love Neck Deep. And hopefully this album or whatever they're leading up to is better than their last one.
Yeah, the couple of singles we've heard thus far, back to the pop punk of the you know, that we know and love with the band, because that last record was not even remotely close to that.
And I'm cool with like bands exploring, right? But it's just like when it's not good,
make it interesting.
It makes you sound like a little bit of a hypocrite.
Yeah. When it's boring as shit and I want to fall asleep listening to it, like that.
Maybe stick to what we know.
Yeah. It's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, no, this single is fucking awesome. The singles are stacking on Spotify. You know what that means. And very stoked for whatever is coming next from the band.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
The Plot and You dropped their new single, Forgotten. Been patiently waiting for this song for a while, because it was slated to release like months ago. Like I want to say like back in June or some shit. There were talks that this song was going to be coming out. Like the release date had leaked, and then the song leaked. The whole fucking
back
song.
Then?
Yeah, in June leaked.
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh, it leaked. Like, there's no way they're gonna. And then they announced that they were pushing it back. Like then people were like, oh, they pushed the song back. And then I was like, oh, well, it's got to come out soon, right? Like the song leaked, and now it's August, and the song finally came out. I was just like, I hadn't heard it. I stayed the fuck away. And I was just like, I was shocked that it took this long for the song to come out, considering how long it's been out in the wild. But with that being said, the song is fucking batshit. It's it's fucking crazy. It is heavy, and it is fucking wild.
Absolutely, dude. I had this one on loop for like a little bit. Like when it was just playing through like the playlist, I just kind of double tapped it for a second so it could, go for a little bit longer. Shit's fucking crazy. I had this shit like high in my headphones, and usually I don't play like music like that loud. This one was fucking like, I give it like 70%. Yeah, hell yeah, I fucking loved this track. And I feel like that was punishment because they were like, fuck, you already had it, all right, so you just have to wait for the official thing. Yeah, fuck off. And I feel like that was
a real power move would have been if like they just changed the whole song.
No, I feel like because you didn't listen to it, you're not able to like compare the leaked version. Did you see any rumble of it being different?
Nope.
Damn, they did have the opportunity to do that and they fumbled. That kind of sucks. Damn, okay.
They should have just done like what Austin Knight did when he leaked Fandom. They should, but instead of putting out this song, they should have put out a leaked version of it where it's just like Austin was like sounds. He just kept repeating the song title.
Yeah, dude, that shit pissed me off. I remember being so excited.
Well, I was like, holy shit, guys, Fandom leaked. And then I downloaded and I was like, never mind, guys, Phantom didn't leak.
Just cherry red. I was pissed the fuck off. I couldn't believe that shit. Oh my god.
Why is cherry red 6 minutes long?
This is an intro, guys.
I had that somewhere on my computer. I was cleaning out like music files and shit, because like I had a moment there when like Kingdom Leaks was shutting down where like I was like, I'm gonna cancel my Spotify. I'm just gonna listen to fucking music downloads and shit, and I was like, I'm just gonna.
That didn't last.
Yeah, no, I didn't even put the shit in my iTunes. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I was like, I need storage space, and all that music I'm not listening to is taking up a lot of space. So, but I made sure to keep the fucking the Water
Fake
Parks Fandom leak. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Send that shit over. Kind of like only like clips. I don't need the full 6 minutes version of Cherry Red. Loveless dropped a new single, Drag Me Down. Nobody can drag me. Not One Direction, unfortunately. But this shit was good. I fucking love Loveless. And also, I wanted to say, on some points of the Caskets record, it sounded like Julian. Like I think it's just kind of like they have the same fingerprint, I guess, of singing, the same style, I guess, the same little flares and whatever. But it's obviously like different tones and different vocalists. But at some points they sound so familiar that I want them to do a song together. Like every song I'd be like, oh my god, is this featuring Loveless? And then I just had to check the track list, and Julian wasn't anywhere on there. So I was like, okay. I keep saying Julian. It's fucking two people. My bad. Loveless wasn't anywhere on there. So yeah, that was a little note that I forgot to share. But yeah. Anyways, Loveless, you never disappoint. Fucking love your shit. Amazing.
True. Yeah, this song's a fucking banger. Another earworm from this fucking band. I'm afraid it's getting a little scary over there with how earwormy the fucking songs are, how catchy they are. But it is incredible. The singles, I don't know if you noticed, the two songs are stacked on top of each other. That's very exciting. I could use a Loveless full length this year or early next year.
I could use the entirety of Loveless on this podcast. Come on, guys.
True.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. And I'm stoked for whatever comes next. Fuck yeah. And Games We Play dropped their new single Too Young, announced their headlining tour this November, and announced their upcoming record coming out in October.
Oh my God. Big fucking day.
It was a big fucking day, but he had been teasing the song on socials, obviously, and it was coming out this past Tuesday. And then when I saw them in Camden, he was like, I'm gonna be back in Philly November 10th or whenever he's gonna be in Philly.
Oh shit, he gave like an exact date?
Well, yeah, because it was booked, and it was gonna be announced on Tuesday, and he was like, I'm announcing it next week. And I was like, oh, if he's announcing a tour, he's announcing the record. And
shit's coming.
Yeah, I was like, there it all fucking goes. And it was a little weird because they announced the record like Monday night, and then the song came out, and then the tour announcement. I was like, I don't know why we don't just dump it all in one go. That was a little confusing to me, but the song is definitely a personal one about what kind of has been going on in his life. You can listen to it and you get it right away. We don't have to tell you.
No.
And it's a fucking great song. It's cool to see him be that vulnerable, and especially with it like being a single and all that shit. Like you gotta promote that shit. It's not just a deep cut off the record. This is a big single. So but
especially
the song's great.
Yeah, especially when you just got off a fucking huge tour spot with fucking Bring Me the Horizon, Fall Out Boy. You're blowing up now. You're about to release your fucking debut record. Like that's early to drop something like this vulnerable. Like it's not like you already have like a core fan base that will like listen to it even if you don't like promote it a lot, but it's like shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, it's a great song. I love the song.
Absolutely, yep. Well, that is all the topics we have today. You can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. Instagram is Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. YouTube is Good Noise Podcast. Every audio streaming service ever is Good Noise Podcast. Bandcamp is goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com, and Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Glory's got your Patreon supporters, your Twitch subs, and your important plugs. Now we're gonna sign the fuck off.
Woo! Thank you to our Patreon supporters, my brother, my uncle, Matt from Pulses, Jeremy, Brady, Zari, and Eric. And thank you to our Twitch subs, Coastal Everett, Buzz Lightskin, Matt again from Pulses. Thank you, Matt. Sam and Zari. Thank you again, Zari. Important plugs, Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, trans rights are human rights. Be a decent person, be kind to animals. They're just fucking animals, man. Why are you bothering them? Yeah, just be cool at shows as well. Don't be a fucking weirdo at shows, whether that's being mean or just like super weird to people. Just be a fucking decent person if you're gonna go to a show.
True.
Etiquette. Relearn that shit. Relearn concert etiquette.
Oh yeah. My favorite part about going to, and it's not even like concert etiquette, it's just my favorite part about going to pop shows, because I was at one this weekend, is that everybody thinks they're the main character. Like the amount of people that like I just look at
dressed up and shit.
Not even dressed up and shit. It's like they are recording, but they're not recording the band. They're recording them and their friends singing the songs to the phone. And I just, that never ceases to amaze me. Because that shit doesn't go on at all at like 98% of the shows I go to, but every pop show I go to, the person sitting next to me is doing that shit. And I appreciate that. You guys keep doing you, because it makes me laugh on the inside.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I did do that at my Crown the Empire show with my friends.
Of course you fucking did.
I did. But I'm cool with that. As long, have you seen that video of the girl calling her ex-boyfriend at a Taylor Swift concert?
No.
And she's singing "We Are Never Getting Back Together" at him through fucking FaceTime. If you're that type of person, what the fuck is wrong with you? That shit, don't do that shit. The other shit, record yourself all the hell you want. Do that shit. Fucking FaceTime. I mean, yeah, like that shit makes me giggle.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, that happened when I saw Big Time Rush. It was like it was literally their first show back.
Yeah.
It was Jingle Ball. And the girl sitting next to me did not record them once. She recorded herself for 15 minutes singing the stuff at her phone. And I was like,
the whole concert.
Yeah, I was like, fucking main character syndrome over here. Oh my god.
Like, people who are scrolling through your story want to see the band. You know?
No, it's like everybody that I've seen doing it, including the people next to me at the Jonas Brothers show, they're not doing it on their story. They're doing it just in the camera app. Like, I don't know where it goes
for
after
themselves.
That.
Yeah.
But like, that's not the kind of memory I want after a show. I don't want to look at myself.
No, that's like the worst.
Yeah, I don't want to look at myself
sweaty.
at all.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm all sweaty. I'm grimy after fucking fighting for a spot in pit. I don't want to see that. Hell no, man. Like that.
Yeah. So that's my important plug. Keep doing you at the pop shows. Keep doing you.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that. I'll let you know if I see any at my 5 seconds of summer. We can compare.
Yeah.
We can see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll count. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Well, that is all we have today. I've been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.